Hey guys, welcome back to Barker's Nerf channel. So in front of me is everything that I can think of that I might need to modify the internals of this blaster. So step one is obviously going to be to open it up and to replace the stock wiring. We've got the wiring over here. This is wiring to take the higher current that I'll be working with. Then we've got our higher amperage switches, and we've got a voltmeter and obviously the motors. So shall we get into it and open this guy up and start replacing the wiring? Exciting stuff. Right, so I've got everything in front of me. Shall we start? So I'm going to start with just taking the batteries out. That's sort of step one. I have not taken the batteries out of this blaster yet, so you might be able to just skip this step. Right, there we go. Just going to put the battery door somewhere else. Alright, and let's get at it and remove all the screws. Right, so there you go. I've opened up the blaster. Move this out of the way, and now we can see the internals. I'm just going to take away the jam door as well. So this is the internals of a stock stryfe, as you can see. This is a very important step for anyone that's starting out, and it's important for me because at this point you can see what the blaster is supposed to look like, and you can see everything is in place. So let's just go have a quick overrun here. So we've got obviously got a cage here, and the motors and the flywheels are inside here. Then we've got this little, I'm not sure what you would call it, this little rubber thing here. I've been tempted several times to remove it, to be honest. Then you've got your mag release switch here at the bottom. You've got your revving trigger. You've got your actual firing mechanism or fire trigger over here. And obviously it's being blocked because there's no mag inside at this stage. Then here you've got a little switch detecting whether the jam door is open or closed as well. And then you've got this little circuit board. To be honest, I'm not sure what exactly the purpose of this circuit board is, but I know that that is a thermostat right over there detecting if the blaster gets overheated. I've seen that from watching some other videos on YouTube. Right, so you can see the wiring is very thin, and yeah, we're going to be replacing all of that. Before we start replacing the wiring, let's start to remove all the internals of this guy. We're basically going to gut the blaster. So let's just get a bit of zoom here before I continue. There we go. Right, so before we start stripping everything out, and this is the last point where you can see a detailed view of the internals of this blaster. Okay, and let's remove the stuff. Okay, interesting. Okay. The wiring is slightly stuck here. I just need to see why. There's a little plastic rail in the back that I need to be removing. There we go. Bit of rifled barrel there. Okay. We can see the motors. There's some silicone or rubber underneath. I guess that's to keep the vibrations down. Okay. I'll just continue to loosen the screws and we can jump forward to when I'm done. Okay, so let's see. This is connected to the battery on the cage on the other side. So we'll have to loosen that with the soldering bolt. And I think we can just actually cut all of these things free. Where's my side cutter? Here we go. Seeing that we're gonna just we're not gonna keep any of the stock wiring. Just cut it free. There we go. So that's the motors out. Obviously there's the revving trigger as well. And its little spring, we don't want to be losing that. Some more springs. And switches. So I think this we can leave in place for the moment. Okay, and there's another switch. Okay, so let's get rid of this little board. There we go, and we can get rid of this as well. There we go, and that is all the stock wiring that we can remove. Okay, now with the entire blaster gutted, we can start looking at the actual cage and wiring up the motors. Right, so at this stage all the wiring has been removed and we are ready to move on to the next phase, but we'll only do that in the next episode. The next episode will be adding the motor cage and the motors and all of that fun stuff. So see you then. Cheers.